Hey, this is Brian from BrianWright732.com, PTBme.com, PITTIBIMI.com, fitin.com, PHITIN.com, all these .coms. So here's the thing. I'm not just a multiple business owner. I am a coach. And I was talking to a young guy last night, and he's got his second MMA fight coming up Saturday. This kid's in high school. Go figure the way the world is. A kid who's 18 years old and a senior in high school can be going into his second MMA fight. It's a very different time than when I was a senior in high school. But we were talking, and he started going in on all his dreams and aspirations. I'm going to be your next great champ. I'm going to do this, that, like all these great ideas. And I told him, I said, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to keep all that shit to yourself because I don't want to hear it. And I wasn't trying to discourage him, and I explained this to him. And this is my thing. Have all the dreams and aspirations that you want. It's great. For somebody like me who I've been teaching athletes, I've been running my own combat sports business for 20 years. I'm involved in entrepreneurial ventures for even longer. I've run a lot of companies. I've worked with a lot of people. I've helped a lot of people become successes. I've worked with a lot of people to try and make them a success, and ultimately they fell short, whatever. There's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs. It's called life. So the thing is, going into my 43rd birthday in a couple weeks, I'd say that I'm much more grounded in my view. I understand that dreams, aspirations, ideas, these are all things that we have to have. But for me, and it's what I communicated to the athlete, was that has to go here in your heart, and it has to stay in the forefront of your mind. But it's not something that you need to communicate to the world all the time unless you're willing to do the work. I want you to be, the guy that walks into the room and we know how good you are without you having to say a word. That's the kind of success that we should all be trying to achieve. There's that phrase about the lion. When the lion walks into the jungle, he doesn't go, the lion's here, because the jungle already knows that the king arrived. That's when you are at the top of your game, when you don't have to say, hey, I'm here, look at me. It's when all the eyes come to you naturally because, you just attract it. And, your track record demands it. You don't have to say anything. You're just you're a veteran that's found success, and all the people that are trying to achieve it, they just got to respect it. That's the ultimate level that you're looking for. So when you're sitting there and you're getting ready to talk about all the billions and millions and the championships and all the amazing things you want to do when you're 18 years old, I'm happy that you have those dreams and aspirations. But I also want to smack you in the mouth and say, shut the fuck up and get to work. Because no matter how big your aspiration is, the work is what's going to dictate. Your talent's going to dictate. Your commitment's going to dictate. That's all of it. This kid's asked me, what should I focus on? I said, you should focus on the fact that this is going to hurt a little bit or a lot of bit, and that you're just ready to put the work in no matter what. And that you also understand that if you quit on Saturday night, you'll live with that for the rest of your life. And if you quit on Saturday, the next time you go out there, it'll be easier to quit. And then eventually, you're just a quitter, and your dream's gone. And you'll be that guy sitting at the bar telling all his friends, one day I was, but you really weren't. You were a quitter that, your career collapsed on you. Fighting, for me, it's the same as anything else. I don't care if it's business, if it's relationships, if it's friendships. It's just life. Life is just a big struggle. And that's not a negative thing. The struggle is the beauty of it all. Having to get up and be motivated to fight to get the things that we want, that's what it's all about. No matter what, you're going to have dreams, you're going to have aspirations. But if you're not willing to just say, hey, no matter what comes my way, it might be easy, it might be hard, whatever it is, I'm prepared to take it because I want it. That's the thing. That's what separates. That's what makes the great great. The best, they're not unafraid. The best take that fear and they deal with it, and they act in spite of it. They act with it. It doesn't matter. They still achieve. You've got to decide, are you going to be that guy walking around telling everybody how great you are or how great you're going to be? Or are you going to be the guy that sucks it up, goes out there, and gets the job done day after day after day? And you get your success, and you keep marching forward. those are the guys that end up being number one in everything. So I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're an amateur MMA fighter, if you're a pro MMA fighter. I don't care if you're a business person, a husband, a wife, a child. Doesn't matter. Just have to understand that you quit today, it's going to be much easier to quit tomorrow. And I don't want you to wake up down the road and say, I wish I didn't start that negative path. I want you to wake up down the road, and no matter where you end up, know that you did it right. And what you got is a result of your efforts, not your lack of effort. So you may set out on this road to be the king of the mountain, to be the number one guy. You may get it, you may not get it, but at least you put your best foot forward and you put everything you had into it. Then you've got battle scars and you can smile because you led a rich life. If you set out to make $1 billion and you don't, but you did everything you could to, trust me, you're going to have a lot more than if you didn't have that mindset. I'm not saying that failure is okay, because I never want to get in a place where I'm going to accept failure. Failure is part of the process, but I'm never going to let failure stop me from moving forward. As long as I'm breathing, I'm going to continue fighting, and I'm going to continue going after my dreams. But there's one thing you will never hear on these videos. You'll never hear what my dreams and my aspirations are, because I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you. And that's what I expect from the people that I work with. I don't care that you want to be the next UFC champ. I don't care that you want to be the next Steve Jobs or you want to be, the next Facebook or whatever. Show me what the fuck you want to be. Don't fucking tell me. Put the work in. Get the skills. Be humble, but be audacious at the same time. Do the work. It's that simple. So I respect all your dreams. I respect all your ideas. I love that you have them. But the work is what I care about. Again, I've trained thousands at this point. I was thinking last night, it's probably hundreds, but it's probably over 1,000 people I've trained to fight competitively. And out of all of these people, there's only 2 or 3 people that I legitimately can say did it right. And no matter what the outcomes were, they will be okay because they did it right. They gave it everything. And they didn't let shit get in the way. And they didn't have excuses. And they put in the time. And they're better people for it. They may never have won the great championships that allowed them to have combat sports careers, but they were people that won, the right thing at the right time, that gave them the skills, the courage, the confidence to be brave and bold and live a life of their choosing. And they're successful people now for it. So that's what I wish for you. I wish that you go out there and you fight your fight. You put your heart, your soul, your everything into it. And then you take away everything you need to be strong in every other aspect of your life. So you want to go fight, fight. You want to build a business, build a business. You want to be a great employee, be a great employee. You want to be a spouse, do it. You're somebody's kid, be the best kid in the world. And respect your tradition. That's it. So stop talking, start doing. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to find some, maybe Dayquil or something because my voice sucks and I got a headache. Whatever, it is what it is.